Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby and yes, it's Make It Saturday! Woo, 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 woo. Super pumped for this show, my first go at this show, and I'm really excited because I know you guys have absolutely loved the fact that we have brought live shows back on a weekend, and I know you guys have loved this show as well because there's a little bit of everything built into this show, and that was the kind of the idea when we thought about bringing Saturdays back for you. So you're going to see live demos, of course, there's going to be little crafty challenges in there, there's going to be chances for you to win prizes, the opportunity as well for you to be able to win vouchers. All you've got to do in this show is simply comment along, that's it, and we'll be having a winner each and every hour over the course of this show. Plus, the demo of the week is back as well, which I know a lot of you guys were chatting about at the start of the year. So your opportunity a little bit later on to vote for your favourite demo. We've got a choice of 3 today. And once you voted for your favourite, we will replay that demo. Plus, very exciting this particular Saturday. If you're watching earlier on, you'll know Sara is in too. And I know she has got loads lined up for you. Loads of great ideas. She's going to be in the Crafty Clinic as well. And what we're doing this week, so we're going to be focusing a little bit in this show on flower forming. So if it's something that perhaps you've never tried before, your opportunity to ask Sara questions on that. However, in the Crafty Clinic this week, we are opening the doors for any craft dilemmas. So anything that you're stuck with, anything you kind of want a bit of explanation on, then get those questions in. I would say the earlier the better you get your questions in, then we can make sure when we sit down and do the Crafty Clinic a little bit later on, we will answer your questions. So maybe you're stuck with glues. Maybe you have got some ink pad inquiries, like what I'm doing here. Maybe you are a bit pensive when it comes to pens. I literally just made all of that up on the bounce, but get the questions in. That is the point. Right, oh, you can see already. I was going to give it the big build-up, but I don't know why I bother.
I realised that I was being so careful bringing my bouquet of flowers in that I'd actually got in the corner of shot. So as I was here,
may as well come in now.
Just come in. Are we on camera 5 or
no,
camera 9?
We're on 2.
Well, would you believe it? Look at that, camera 2 over there. See, I was going to talk to camera 5, and you know, the monkey's camera 5.
No, camera 5's not interested.
It's all about camera 2.
2. Oh.
Hello, camera 2. Look what I'm going to be doing. So, it's Mother's Day next weekend.
It is, next Sunday.
Have you got something sorted?
I've made a card.
Right, have you made a gift?
No.
No, right, got you sorted. So, I thought we could do these lovely flowers.
Gorgeous.
Yes, so I thought, let's do it. So I just thought, do you know what, it'd be nice to do something that's a little bit different to a card, because I've done loads of flower forming on cards, but I've never actually live on air flower formed like a little bouquet of flowers. So I thought we'll do them live in the show. I'll also show you how to do this lovely little bars to put them in.
Nice.
It's like a little posy holder, and then you can all do, because you've all got some flower forming. Oh, let's do it as a mini craft along. I love craft alongs now.
Smash! If you didn't tune in earlier on, where were you by the way? Because hundreds of people did. Smash the craft along. Only took it longer than the hour with me going. It's going to take her 20 minutes. Hour and 4 minutes.
I love a craft along. So why don't you right? Get your flower forming foam out now. We can make them together. You don't even need any dies.
Ah, there you go.
I'm going to just freehand cut some petals. So you'll need your flower forming foam and a glue gun. Like, you would know this was a glue gun, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So get your glue gun, get your flower forming foam, and we'll make these together. Then you can make a bouquet for your mum for Mother's Day.
Well, there you go.
I mean, I've got loads of other demos planned, because obviously it's Make It Saturday, and there's a huge plan for every Make It Saturday with sizzlers going on and recaps on some of the best shows of the week. Obviously, best show of the week was totally the emboss and fold.
Oh, I mean, that was
earlier in the week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do, one of the techniques that people loved was when we did with the gilding wax.
We did.
So I thought we'd do some multicolour gilding waxing, and I'll go over some gilding wax tutorials, right? And then I might have just ended myself in the demo of the week.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. The perks of being in a Saturday.
So it's all to come. There's so much to get through. I worry how we're going to do it in a couple of hours. But do you want to go that way?
I'll go that way, and we can't do my bouquet yet because we have to do something special first at the top of the show, and then we'll do the bouquet after.
The thing we're going to do special at the top of the show is have a look at our weekend wow, and here it comes. Oh, you're back. The weekend, wow. Basically, if you get over to the website this weekend, we have discounted a whole host of amazing goodies. We have our weekend mix-up we've not confused things, we've mixed things up, i.e. we have taken some amazing items and gone, have that for a £5, have that for a £10, have that for 20. You'll see it when you go to the homepage on our website. Basically, fill your boots with some amazing deals. That is our weekend mix-up running right across this weekend.
I thought of something else, Ben.
Yes?
Oh, where's it gone?
What?
To you. Right, I made an exceptional card in my craft along.
You did.
And we said we would give it away.
Oh, yes.
We did say, and what was the criteria for winning my card, Ben?
Send a telfie.
Send a telfie. We had 13 telfies come in during that show. I set a target of 10. Keep your telfies coming in. We are going to pick a telfie at random and send the card that I made to a telfie winner. And actually, we'll send you Ben's as well. Or do you like to keep yours that you've made?
No, we'll send mine out as well if you like.
Yes, we'll send mine out. And by the way, I'll also send you this.
Oh,
when
yes.
I do the big stack of books, so you've got some colouring in homework that you can do. So we'll send you that. But you've got to send your telfies. I'm not even entertaining this whole thing if we don't get 20 telfies. What, 20
in total or 20 in the
13.
show?
We've already got 13.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we got another 20, took us up to 33, how epic would that be? Big show Saturday, make it Saturday now. Big show, big viewership.
You know what you got to do? Make it Saturday. We're going to have a look in the Make It Saturday goodie bag in just a second. The deal on that bag, by the way, is going to be insane, and you'll see Sara do a craft with it in just a few moments. Radical Grateful on the socials. We've got Tracy in, who's saying, good crafternoon all. We also have our Tracy in the studio giving away behind camera 4. Love, I think it was a wave.
I don't know that she was waving at you in a friendly way there, if I'm being totally honest. That didn't look like a friendly, oh, hi Ben, my friend over there.
2 waves, did you say, Tracy? Alicia Gordon says good morning and greetings from Arkansas. I've not said that in a while, Alicia. Lois joins us in Ohio. Jessica Dumont is in Massachusetts. Trudy's in Florida. Sara says hello again. Love the craft along this morning. I'm looking forward to this show with more crafting with Sara. Victoria says hello, crafty peeps. Still at the tattoo studio, number 1 of 3 done. And Wendy McCalley joins us from Michigan. Carolina Hanley says hi everyone from the Isle of Man. I haven't been able to watch for a few weeks, so absolutely thrilled to be on today. We're thrilled to have you back. And Kathleen White says hello. Thank you for bringing back Saturday shows. I work all week and I miss most of them, so this is a treat. By the way, if you do miss shows and you want a bit of a catch up on everything, I can recommend a great show on Sundays at 5. It's currently 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Really cool, funny guy hosts it as well. He's one of the very best in the business. Second Chance Sunday.
Oh, that's rotten. Do you know what I just heard in my ear, guys? I just heard our director
ignore that.
Oh, have we hired somebody new?
I tried to ignore that. Second Chance Sunday is a great show. It's hosted by me, and me and Sam have just fallen out. Sara, shall we have a look at this Make It Saturday goodie bag?
Before I do, I'm going to produce from the floor, because now I've just decided in the heat of the moment we're doing this extra little craft along where you're all going to craft the flowers. So this is what you need. You're going to need, seeing as we don't have a nice shiny graphic, a glue gun.
Aha.
Don't move. You're going to need some bits of wire, because we're going to make flowers, right? You're going to need some flower forming foam. So we've got some on the show, but obviously you can't buy it and craft along with it now, but I bet you've got some. So go and get you some of your crafting, some foam out. And to be honest, a pair of scissors. And if you get all of that, we'll be good to go, and you'll be able to crack on. You can join in my makeshift extra craft along, because I love craft along so much now when we come to do flower forming, if you have this equipment here.
Snappy title, I love it. Makeshift extra craft along, only on Crafters TV. The flowers look amazing, Sara. Yes, Sara, I would love to make that, says Cindy Condy. And love the weekend wow music, says Alicia. We will talk all around flower forming in just a bit. Jeanette, I know you asking about best glues and whatnot. That naturally we will cover when we get forward to the flower forming. And Jessica Dumont says, I'm so excited for the flower forming. We'll talk about plate combinations for you, little bear, as well. But let's get into this. One of the best deals of the week we brought to a Saturday. When it comes to goodie bags, this Make It Saturday goodie bag, you will not believe what you're going to get for the price Sara will show you.
Do you know we have a lot of people now just tune in for this on a Saturday?
Yeah.
Give them the details, Nicola, because they're not going to believe that all of this is coming in for £28 or $36, right?
Yikes.
Just to give you a little taste, a startery point, okay? This alone is the value of the kit.
Yes.
Right? So now if you've not had any, these are our amazing licensed pieces of artwork that we do. So this is the Way of the Samurai. So if it's not your cup of tea of colouring, I can tell you now, my 11-year-old would love these. It's a 24-piece set that you get. So you get loads of our advanced pens, the illustrators, which Ben is a huge fan of now.
I am.
As well as our classic markers. You get the colouring pages as well. Get all the instructions on how to do it. You can see there's a little QR code there that you'll be able to follow to find out more information. That there is the value of your whole kit. So forget about the fact that you're about to buy everything else, because it's like it's all coming for free, right? So there's your first bit. Now, for free, you will get our Lovebirds 12x12 paper pad, right? This is the one. I know we haven't opened this one. Oh, I've got one down here. Can I just show you my other? I've got one because I'm going to demo with it, of course. These are your beautiful Lovebirds papers. So you can see there's only 2 of each one. So absolutely gorgeous papers with the birds on, which make a nice iconic piece. I made my Mother's Day card with this year.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, I have already made my Mother's Day card.
Look at you getting ahead of the game.
We are a week out. I am so organised. It is unreal, right? So there are your beautiful Lovebirds papers, right? Then also, I think this may be my all-time favourite Century Pearl pack that we do. It is the darks. And I say my favourite because it has Crafter's purple in. And it also has the jet black and the chocolate brown, which I have to say are 3 of my all-time favourite Century Pearl colours. The factory's temporarily closed at the moment, so we can't actually get any more Century Pearl. It gets milled here in the UK, and the mill has closed down. I'm hoping it's only temporary. So actually, this is the last of the Century Pearl that we have in, potentially for a while. So might be forever. I really hope it's not. So I'm just warning you now. Now, given that these are free, people, you'll appreciate the value in the goodie bag, right?
Yes.
So you get the Lovebirds for free. You get the paper pad for free, right? We've got a treat box. Now, granted, it's Halloween. You're probably not going to be making these this time of year, but you know what? It's not going to come in wrong come Halloween, is it not?
Is that right?
Sheena's Watercolour Fusion.
Nice.
Now, what I would say is, it doesn't have to be the Watercolour Fusion. It's just a beautiful stamp in there as well, that lovely peony. You could use the masking technique that I taught you earlier today, couldn't you? And you could be using that, masking off bits of the flowers and building your flower up. You've got a gorgeous edgeable in there as well. So you've got that lovely edgeable cut and die. We've also got, Ben, it's my favourite butterfly that we do. That is my favourite set. There, you've got all 3 of those butterfly stamps. That is an absolute core staple, right? Then we've got a load of extra little Brucey bonuses, like some envelope stickers in here.
Cute.
We've got some lovely little number dies in there as well. So a full set, 20-piece die set of your number dies. Oh, there's a little new baby thing in there.
Oh, cute.
I'm getting a new baby in our family soon.
Are you?
Yes, our Helen's having a little baby in early April. So I'm very excited, going to be an auntie again.
Oh.
Grace, Grace says, my mummy's grown a baby in her tummy for me.
Oh.
Then
Congratulations.
you've also got your dotty tape pen, thank you very much, and the Crafter's Purple, not just any pen, the Crafter's Purple pen, okay? So that is exactly what's coming in, but bear in mind, guys, this was all free when you buy this, right? Which is and I'm just going to say now, they make wonderful gifts, these, right? They're brilliant if you just want to pick up and do a bit of colouring yourself, but they also make wonderful gifts, and it's just something a little bit different to what we usually do.
So get that whilst you can. The value is incredible, and we are going to challenge Sara to come up with a demo from that bag, as we do every Make It Saturday. So we'll give Sara an opportunity just to have a bit of a look through. I'm going to start talking to you about the Saturday Sizzlers, and the deals really are sizzling, actually. And then I will also show a few more of your Telfies that have come through as well. So I tell you what, we are going to look at the Saturday Sizzlers right now here on Make It Saturday. I absolutely love that. I almost feel like calling for that again. Can I? Well, can I re-throw to that just to hear the music? Okay, let's just pretend we didn't do that. So yeah, we have got some amazing deals only available during this show, and we like to call those Saturday Sizzlers. I absolutely love that. Might come and do a Saturday again. And producer Nicholas says we have all the fun on the Saturdays. So Saturday Sizzlers only available for you in this show. And my word, let's start off with the absolute sizzle of them all. Boom shakallah. We've brought the layout collection to you for £52 or $68, and I will be very clear with you that we have a very low stock of these, less than 20 chances to jump in and grab at 52 quid. And when we talk about the layout collection, well, a collection that is right up there, I think, with one of the best products that we've ever brought to you here. Think about Template Library, think about Academy of Colour, those kind of levels of like gold standard product. This is one of those, because what you get with this, and by the way, you will also get the layout collection with a bolt-on this time around as well. You get the folder, and the layout collection is all about giving you the opportunity to make all of these different cards. And what's so key about these, whilst you will get the dies and you get stamps and you get papers, it's this little logo here, which is the layout for each and every one of the projects that you'll tackle within this collection. This shows you how to plan your card, how to lay out your card. And what is so brilliant about this is you can see the picture just here. You can then see all the full instructions, written instructions, the pictures. You'll have access to digital tuition as well. It makes it really simple to do. And all of the papers in here, all of the embossing folders, the stamps that you're seeing, everything is included within the box. So when you first get this back, if you're new to card making, you literally just follow the instructions verbatim. You use all of the papers, all of the different stamps, all of the sentiments that you're going to get in your box, and it makes it really easy to make 30 projects. As you become more accustomed to card making, you can then take this little icon here and you can maybe change the papers, maybe you can change the stamp, maybe you change the embossing folder, maybe you think to yourself, well, actually, you know, this has been done in a particular size of card, but I want to make something a little bit bigger. You can make it bigger, you can shrink it down. It's about gaining your confidence with card making and about giving you the opportunity to know that you can put cards together like this really easily, the placement, the layout of the cards really simply with this collection. So you get the folder, you're going to get the 30 recipe cards in here as well. I won't show you all of the different cards that you can make, because I want you to kind of get this home and have a good look for yourself. But that is the essence of it, and that is all included within your folder. But then you get the box, and in the box, as I've said, this is everything that you will be using as far as the projects are concerned, because you will get all of the dies, and there's tons of dies in here as well. So you've got like fancy frames in here, really handy to have all of these different nesting dies in there as well. Scalloped edge dies in there too. You've got dies for your pennants. You've got oval dies, nesting dies once again. You've also got your squares in there. Again, one with a beautiful scalloped edge, and you get different size squares as well. There's some smaller ones in there too. You're also going to be receiving your decorative border dies. You've got these cute little dies here as well, so decorative elements here, stars and triangles to make little buntings with, and you've got flowers and hearts, all of your sentiments. So if you saw the sentiments on the card, you get every single one of them included in there. 20 stamped sentiments, more little mini tags in there, which is incredible. The embossed detail that you saw on the projects, there's one of the embossing folders that you're going to get. All of your consumables, beautiful ribbon, 3 colours, you're getting 3 different widths of that, and you're getting all of your embellishments in there too. Beautiful little adhesive gems. You've got your divider to go in your folder as well, and then all of your linen card in beautiful colours to match up. I don't have the papers in this box, but you get beautiful papers to go with, which match up perfectly with your linen card. And then look, more circles. Here's those smaller square dies I was talking about. More of those fancy frame dies. This is a 3D embossing folder that I showed you on the second project within the actual layout collection. And then you've got a beautiful 2D embossing folder with the fabulous florals, 5.5 by 5.5. You'll find in your box as well a little card. On the reverse of that card, there is a QR code that you can scan, which will take you to digital tuition. Now, normally, that's where we go, oh, well, that's everything done now, and that's a brilliant price at £52 or 68 bucks. This is where it gets absolutely wacky bonkers, because we're then going to give you your edge die selection to go with it as well. So this is something that we didn't initially have on Crafters TV, that we are now bringing to you, which is 15 more projects, 15 more recipe cards. Can you believe this? 45 projects you're now going to be getting. We had 20 of these. We've now got 16 of these remaining. They are disappearing. The value for money is absolutely incredible. And it's the same story again. You choose your project. There is your layout. You flip it over. You've got step-by-step instructions. And then you've got the digital tuition to go with. And here are all the dies that you're going to be receiving within your edge die selection. Alongside that, you'll get another magnetic sheet to pop into your folder. You've got another divider included in there as well, which goes in your layout collection folder, and you're going to get more papers and linen cardstock. So this time around I can show you all that linen cardstock is coming to you within this collection, and you've also got all of these beautiful pretty pattern papers as well, and they are all matching up perfectly with the linen cardstock. It is an absolute, oh, by the way, you get a ton more stamps as well. It is an absolute must-have buy. If you have not yet got the layout collection and you're umming and ahhing, you should be paying £208 for that, or $234. Look what you are paying today. We have got 15 chances left to buy on that now. You do need to be checking it out. And again, if you don't believe the hype, read the comments, ask other people about the layout collection, and realise what an absolute steal you are going to be getting when you pick that up. Let's get to it. I know we've got loads of Telfies coming through, which we will deal with in just a few moments' time, but we're going to have a little bit of a look. We've got tons.
Yes, get in!
I'm just seeing, unless you want to see them now, Sara, quickly.
No, I'm going to get crafting, and then when I'm get lost in the crafting, you can flick through them.
Okay, so you're going to craft from the bag, aren't you?
Yeah, totally.
Let's do it.
It's a bit of a mishmash, but I thought, let's not do a card.
Okay.
And actually, I've had a bit of an idea for something, which I might bring you in on.
Ooh.
Ooh, you're up for it. Are you up for it?
I'm up for anything, me.
Right, okay, so seeing as I absolutely just love this Century Pearl, and I am a little bit worried that that might be the last we see of it, I thought I'd better show you all the colours, right? So you've got the silver, the blue, the amazing chocolate. By the way, you can just go and buy this regularly on the website. You don't have to just get it in the bag. But why would you not, for the value of the bag?
Yes.
This is the nicest Century Pearl pack we do, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing a bottle. Let's do it in jet black. Jet black, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lovely box, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to do a box where we have an explosion, right? So this is 8 1/4 inches, and I'm going to make my life a bit easier. Where's my trimmer? Just for the math. So 8 1/4. Oh crikey! What's
What's what?
2, 4, 6.
What's what?
2.5, 7.5. Right, I'm just working out what's easiest for me to do. I'm going to cut this to 7.5 inches.
Okay.
Right, because at 7.5 inches, I can do the math of splitting it into 3. Right, so 7.5 inches goes to there. Right, so 7.5 and 7.5.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to score this into 9 equal parts. Right. So what you do is you come at 2.5 and 5.
Yeah.
And then turn it round, 2.5.
Gotcha.
And 5, right?
Now I see why you went with the half and not the quarter.
Yes, exactly. Now, the reason we always put a big line across the middle is watch, because you can do this. You can go corner to corner.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to come into the middle, right? And then out of the bottom. And then I'm going to come into the middle and out of the bottom.
Okay.
Right? Now, what you should always do is then fold these and give them a lovely burnish, right? Because, no offence, guys, we were on black pearl card, right? So if anything is going to crack, right, this is it.
Yes.
And do you see any?
Ta-da!
No, that's Century Pearl for you, right?
Yeah.
Now, on these, look what I do. I fold them out and I use my thumbnail just to give me that little bit of a, like that, right? So now, Oh, now I can fold them back the other way because I want all of my box to be going both ways nicely.
Yes.
Right? And then that there, see, these will fold up. No, you're coming this way now. Sorry, I do need to fold them all the other way as well. So now once you've got all of your crease lines folded both ways, you've got that lovely little fold in coming in the middle like that, right?
Perfect.
So we're doing those little boxes, right?
Yeah.
Now if you want to do a lid for it, this is 2.5 inches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me just measure this cardstock, see if I can get away with doing a lid out of the leftovers. Yeah, totally can. Right, right. So if you want a lid that's 2.5 inches, I'm going to come up 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
Let's go 3/4, right? So you go up 3/4, along, down 3/4. So double the depth, so 3/4 of an inch deep, double that is 1.5. Yeah?
Yeah.
Add the 1.5 onto the 2.5 wide. Mm-hmm. It's 4.
4.
Yep. So I'm going to go just a little bit bigger than 4. So just 4, actually that's nice because it's 4 and a smidgen bigger. 4 and a smidgen bigger. This is just me trying to work out the best way to be economical and not wasted. So look,
Yeah.
I've only used, that's the bit of card that I haven't used from a sheet of A4.
Okay.
Right, so we've got all of this from here. Right, so what I'm going to do is, what did I say, 3/4.
Yes.
So 3/4, and you come 3/4 on all 4 sides. Are you just saying yes to us when you don't know the questions I'm asking because you just know I wanted that reassurance?
Yes.
Thank
No,
you.
I'm following what you're doing.
Oh, all right, okay.
I am 100% following. I'm a intermediate crafter now. I get it.
Yeah, he gets it. He
Intermediate
gets
crafter, beginner knitter.
We'll have to find some other crafts we can teach you.
Don't
right.
flood me with too many. My brain might explode.
You know what I was doing a bit of earlier this week?
What?
Macrame.
Oh, now that is something I've never done before.
I love a bit of macrame. Actually, has anybody in the anybody watching at home who's done a bit of macrame?
You've got that in your books, haven't you, macrame?
I have got a bit of macrame in my books.
Yeah.
So very exciting.
What is it's knots, is it, macrame, basically?
It's not what, sorry?
Knots.
Yes, it's knots. Yeah, you have it with like macrame yarn, so it's like thicker than normal wool, so that you can do knots with it, and it gives you a lovely finish.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. Right. So 1, 2.
By the way, how cool is this? I'm just saying this because Jossie says this is an awesome demo. Crafting on the fly from the goodies that you're going to get in your Make It Saturday goodie bag. Pick this up. Do not miss out on this. Best goodie bag of the week.
Brilliant. Oh, do you know what? We decided that we were rewarding everybody for tuning in on a Saturday.
Absolutely.
So you will only ever get these absolutely amazing goodie bags on a Saturday.
That's really cute, that
Isn't
box.
that little box super cute, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to make 3 different things out of this. I was going to make them all and connect them together, but I might not, right? I might just make 3 separate things, right? You can come over for this next one.
Oh.
I'm going to show everybody how to do these amazing little bows, right? So how stinking cute are these? And it's just a few cuts. So I thought we could make one together with the Lovebirds paper.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, crafting together.
Crafting
So
together.
you use 6x6 paper.
Right.
So do you fancy doing pink? Or should we do green? It's a little bit more gender neutral.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to go green. You'll get 4 bows out of a sheet of 12x12 because we're cutting it to 6x6.
Right.
Okay, so.
Definitely need to buy this. Great value, says Cynthia. Buy. Don't think, just buy. Loving the show, says Beverly. And this is an awesome demo. I need to make an explosion box for my granddaughter's high school graduation, says Evelyn. Well, now you've got the hints and tips right there.
Right, so watch what I'd be doing here. I'd be saving the bits with the Lovebirds on to use as the base. So yeah, they're nicely positioned like that. And then the bits without that are just florals, we can use them for our lovely ribbons, right? Right, here you go, one for you, one for
I'm doing it, am I?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, right. I thought I was going to like put my finger there or something and like hold me in place.
No. Right, okay, so you're on the board as well, so don't worry, right? So, fold it over in half like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? And then also fold it point to point.
Point to point. It's like being back on tour, this.
It is, isn't it?
And me and you crafted together.
Do you know we could make 2 of these, so if everybody at home wants to watch this one and then get a piece of 6x6 out, you could do it with us.
Yeah.
And then go across and point to point on the other side. That's it.
That way.
That's it, yeah.
Right.
So just to confirm, guys, we've gone point to point, and then we've gone point to point, and then we've folded in half.
Okay, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Give them all a nice crease,
Yeah.
and then fold it back to the halfway point like I've got.
Okay.
Yep. Now, with your scissors, we're going to round off this edge to about here, right? So watch this. We're going to round to about there. Yep, both sides. So round, about that, like that.
Like that.
Yep, a bit more rounded.
Oh, a bit more rounded.
Yep. So that's it. Lovely. Flip it over, because sometimes if you're ready.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking that. I wanted to do it the other way.
You want to try to
Yeah.
No, just flip it over.
Does it have to be exactly symmetrical?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. You don't need to cut any off the edge. You're just cutting from the bottom, yeah? That's it. Nice.
Oh, right,
Right,
yeah.
okay. So open it out.
Right.
Right. Then what I want you to do, you see where you've got the point bits, right?
Yep.
I want you to cut up the one point.
Cut up the one point,
Not
yeah.
all the way to the end. Leave a little bit from the top.
Right.
Yep. And then cut it into like a pointy tail, right? Not all the way at the end.
Not all the way to the end. Oh, okay.
No,
So just like that.
Not quite, well, more at an angle.
So
But
it's fine.
We'll get it perfect
It's
the second
fine.
time, right?
It's fine, yeah.
So you're going to cut it in
Yeah.
up here to there, right?
Yeah.
And then cutting in, kind of coming at an angle, right? Because you want these two to cut away, right? I mean, I've cut. I've done what you've done there. Okay,
Hang on.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I see.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
I mean, if only I'd done the same.
Don't worry, you'll get it right second time.
Yeah, it'll be right, second time, right. Flip it over.
Yeah.
This here, I want you to cut up. Well, I'll do it once and then you copy. So you're cutting out up from the point, right? Not all the way at the top. And then we're coming up so that what we end up with is just a little bit left in the middle. Got it?
Not really. So cutting up there.
Yep.
How far?
Out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, right. And then you're cutting that bit off to leave
Yep.
a little.
So we just leave a strip. Got it?
Yeah. Snip that a little
You're
bit off.
doing really well. You'll be chuffed a bit when you see
I
how
know.
it comes together. Right?
Oh, that needs to come off as well. What are you doing there? Just cut that bit off. Do you know, I really wish I brought my glasses in today because
Didn't realise
I didn't realise we'd been doing so much crafting.
Right, so tape along the middle of here.
Yep.
Right? Then fold these points in. So point comes in, point comes in, point comes in, point comes in.
That's a bit crooked, but that's fine. Oh,
all right,
that's
you're
not
doing
sticking. Yeah. And that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, look at this!
Right? And then you just flip your tail over, like that, right?
Flip your tail over.
I knew you'd find
Shake your
that
tail
one.
feather, like the Blues Brothers.
Right.
Bend over, let me see you shake your tail.
Come on, get on with the
Sorry.
crafting. Right?
So that
Now
wraps
you
around,
can
is
either
it?
fold that, or watch what you can do. You can fold these down first, right? So before we stick that, if you wanted, right? Right?
No, Deborah, what to do? Don't do it. What are you doing?
You're going to fold them down like that.
Fold them down.
Yeah, so that we can have a different colour on the bottom.
Like that.
Yeah. So there they are.
And where's that bit going?
There. And then that just wraps around. How good's that? They're well good.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah?
Sort of.
It's all right, we'll do another one. The penny... Look at that. Yours does look really good.
I think I might quit at the top.
That looks really good.
There you go. I mean, it's not
Right.
as good as yours, like,
Come on,
but...
we're going to do it again. Now, we've absolutely nailed it, because everybody at home is going to make one now, right?
Here's the one I did earlier. I did that.
Come on, right.
I love watching Ben have a go, says Natty.
Right, so-
Sara is such a great teacher, and I learned so much watching CTV.
Point to point.
Oh, using the one with the...
Yeah, because we've already cut it. It doesn't matter.
Isn't it fold it in half first?
Well, it doesn't matter, but
Oh.
as long as you got the corners and the points.
Right, I'm gonna do what you...
Okay, no problem if you want to follow the same, right?
Okay.
You basically got, and
See, it shows I was concentrating the first time.
I'd love to know if you're doing this with us at all, right? So point to point, and a fold in half, right?
It is like origami,
Yes,
yeah.
isn't it? Right, so point to point,
I used to have an origami business, you know. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, but it folded. Oh dear. No, can I tell you something very serious though?
Yeah, but keep cracking. You can tell us something serious in a minute. Keep going.
Very, very seriously, when I was at school, I don't know if anyone else is, we used to have public speaking exams. You can tell why I can do it. And one of the very first public speaking things I did, and I don't know why I chose this, I did a 5-minute talk.
Keep on.
Oh, sorry. I did a 5-minute talk on origami, and that is a true story. And at the end, like all the history of origami and whatnot, and at the end, no, it's a true story. And at the end, I had to make a swan, but the night before I got my mum to do it, and she pre-folded everything, so I literally just like folded the creases. Yeah. Anyway, have I done it all now?
Yep. So now you get into your half-folded bit.
Right.
Yep.
That way.
Which you insisted doing first.
Yeah, sorry.
Right. Okay. So
Should've listened to
now
you.
instead, so don't start cutting from here. I'm going to cut from here and round off. Flip over. Round it off. Yep. He's got it.
There.
He's getting it. I mean, you do know we always have to demonstrate in the middle of the tapes. Everybody.
Oh yeah, well you do. They're watching you. They're not watching me.
Right. Okay. Open up. Open up. Right. So we are going to cut in from the edge up to nearly the centre, but not all the way.
I feel like your score lines are better than mine. You can see
Yeah,
them
just
a bit
because I
better.
creased mine over while I
Yeah.
was waiting.
So all the way up to about there.
Yep. And then, so basically you're angling. So we're going to aim for the same point to cut it away. You're angling, which gives you a little bit of a tail.
Right, and we're cutting that all away.
No, I've just cut it.
I know, we're not doing that, are we? We're leaving
one.
that.
Yeah.
I'm sure that bit stayed in last time.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Look at mine. Mine's the right one.
Ben's is the right one. Oh, my word, I'm never going to hear the end of this. So you're going to cut up, right?
Yeah.
Right. And then you're going to cut like this. Right?
But leave it in.
Cut the middle way. But yeah. You've cut yours away now. Oh, no, you haven't.
haven't.
Yeah,
I
he
haven't.
hasn't.
Yeah.
But all this needs to come away in the middle.
All that comes away?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I've left
You
quite
know
a...
I could do this.
Oh, yeah, make a...
I've got too little. Let's just see if I can fudge this and fix it, right?
When you say all that comes away, where am I cutting that then?
Well, really, you just kind of, you wanted to cut it into the middle now.
Right, I see. I got you. That's all right.
So we've got a little tail.
Yeah.
It's a creative license, right?
Oh,
and this
dear.
one here, okay, we're leaving a little strip in the middle.
Oh, hang on, you turned it over now.
Yeah.
Can I have my scissors
Hold on,
back?
Sorry,
No, I had the other ones.
sorry.
Okay.
Little strip in the middle, right?
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing now.
Just cut away. So cut your strip up the middle first.
Okay.
Not all the way at the end.
What, like a...
So not all the way into the middle. So cut, this is
like a little
that
strip,
flips
yeah.
around, yeah?
So if I go to about there, and then there,
Yep.
yeah.
Then cut all this away. Right.
Michelle just said this is her favourite CTV show ever. Is it what, because we're crafting together, is it?
They're probably because of the chaos that's
Yeah.
ensuing.
Yeah. And I'm just cutting that away as well, aren't I? Just
Yeah.
leaving a little...
You are?
So if I... Oh, hang on.
That's it. And you're going all the way. Oh, it's coming a long way. It's looking good, it's looking good.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm not reading your comments. I honestly can't
You can't do two at once.
do it once. Hang
You're
on.
starting to appreciate just what it is to be a, one of us craft experts and
Yeah.
what goes on this. Right. The student has become the master, he says, right?
The master
right.
I have become. Right. Yeah.
Right, so tape across the middle.
Right.
Tape across the middle, Sarah, right?
Then
All these bits come and fold in to the points in the middle. Yep.
that one. That one. That one. And that one.
Just give yourself
What?
a little bit more space. Put that near the top, and then you
Right.
can fit the little one in.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So let's fold.
Oh.
Let's fold these flappers down first. I mean, I don't know how that one's ended up all the way over there. Actually, ironically, mine's worked out better when
course it
mine
has.
wasn't the one working.
What is that one doing there? That little flapper there. What's
I
that?
don't know where you've put it, but it's a bit random. Right,
Yeah.
there's our bottom bits.
Oh no.
I'll just give you a little bit more length on it.
Do I have to? Can I not just leave those like
Do whatever you want. It's your bow.
out and then? Does that look a bit weird with those bits dangling like that? That's not a very good bow. That I should have just stuck with my first one.
They're pretty cute though, aren't they? Yeah?
I think I just need a bit more practice with that.
You do, just go over it again. But
Should have just left with my first one that I did earlier on.
Right, what I'll do is I will record that as a separate little video.
Yeah, get me out of it.
Drop it on socials and leave it, and then but also you can come back and watch that. But they're really good.
They're really cute.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Ah. And that was the little Brucey bonus because I was going to make it. Oh, it does look lovely on there.
It does.
Right.
Love the crafting together and variety each week. Just has a different feel, says Michelle. That looks really cute. I absolutely love it. Look at that, says Marnie. I love it. What a very clever bow, says Cynthia. Very clever, says Trudy. And well done to Alicia, who's just ordered the masket tape, obviously, from the demo from earlier on.
Yes, you need it.
That is super cute. And that's what you can do from your bag if you pick up this Make It Saturday Goodie Bag, which I believe is very, very busy. Are we having a break now? Thank goodness for that. We are going to have a break. When we come back, we are, I think...
Flower forming.
We're flower forming and we're in the Crafty Clinic. So if you've got any questions, Crafty Conundrums for Sara, get them in now. Yeah?
Get them in now. I'll answer anything. I'll talk about anything you want.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do some flower forming and we'll just generally...
I'll do flower forming first. Get all your bits ready.
Right.
Got 4 minutes in the break. Get your bits ready. We'll flower form.
There you go.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar, or euro that you spend. And the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and they could be commercial meetings, they could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different.
Get in early on the morning to work, set up all my cameras, all my TV monitors, make sure the lights are on. After the last show, we'll need to make sure everything's switched off, ready for the next day. Then I get to go home, just watch some TV, watch some movies or something when I'm making some food, and then go to sleep.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed before I get up in the morning.
Hi, my name is Sherry Jackson, and I have been a fan of Crafters Companion for at least 7 or 8 years now. I love Crafters TV. I mean, what's not to love about it? They've got great products, great prices, great people that work there for them. The customer service is great. The presenters are great. Demonstrators are great. Everyone there is great. I just love all the products. I love the tutorials we get. I love all the demonstrations, the craft-alongs, the master classes. Not only do you sell the products, but you teach everyone how to use it. I love the interaction on Crafters TV. I love the fun, the game, the prizes. There's just so much about Crafters TV. There's nothing not to love about Crafters TV. You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family. I'm widowed and live alone, and every day I look forward to watching Crafters TV, whether I watch it live or whether I go back and watch the reruns. I get so much inspiration and tips and tricks from everyone there at Crafters Companion, and I love all of you, and I'm so thankful for Crafters TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Are we all having fun? I hope we are. Keep the comments coming in as well, because remember, the more times you comment, the more chance you've got of winning a voucher. We'll have a winner at the end of this hour and then a winner at the end of the show. So ask away. We need more questions for the craft clinic as well, please. So that might be an in for you to get your name in the hat for a voucher this hour. And it's fine. You know, once we've sat down, if you want to fire a question in, then you can. The paper that we made the bows with is the paper in the bag voucher, which was the Lovebird. It's the 12 by 12, not 6 by 6. So that's included in the bag. That's why you need the bag. £100 of value for 28 quid. Bonkers. This Saturday show is so much fun, says Terry Fry Sheldon. I love the off-the-cuff demos. And Carleen Samady says, I'll have to try this bow. Talking to Carline, we've got your Telfie here, so let's do a few more of these. Sara wanted to get up to 20. I think we have definitely done it. Lovely Carline. There we go. There she is with Sara.
Oh, you've caught it as a great moment there.
So, yeah, Sara, all action. Then we've got, now, craft along earlier on. Kirsty D has completed her craft along. Look at that, Sara.
That is epic colouring.
Super, that.
Stamping. Getting close. That masking on the stamping has come out perfect. I'd be showing everybody if I'd done that as well.
I love that, Kirsty D. Then we have got lovely Trish. She is loving the Telfies, yes, because she sent in a few yesterday, and she's looking very industrious there, Sara, in her craft room.
Oh, she's doing the craft along. Oh, I love it. Looks brilliant. Will you send me all of these? I'm definitely going to post them on my Facebook.
I will. Then we've got Ruth. So we've got a little bit of Ruth in here. And who is that? Is that, I want to say, is that like a character from some sort of cartoon? But there's Ruth.
Looks a bit Pushini.
A bit what?
Pusheen.
Pusheen?
Could be Pusheen.
I don't know what that is. Then we've got another crafter. So this is Karen's. She hasn't got the bookworm, so she used a stamp of her choice, but did the project.
Oh, brilliant idea. So you've just practiced the masking.
Yeah.
So you would put the welly boots down first, mask them, then stamp what's behind
Yeah.
it.
Really
That's
cute.
Exactly. I just want you to learn how to do the technique.
Deb Sneery, I am loving this, and I'm loving the hand as well. I'm loving. Look at this. Welcome to my craft room.
Yes.
Yes, Deb.
Yes, love it. You guys have caught me at some absolute belting times here.
Yeah, Karen Hughes is Karen. All smiles.
Yeah.
That's a good picture.
And the big telly as well.
Yeah.
Love it.
Let's have a look. We got any more? No, I haven't showed. Oh, Christine. So she's out in her car again. Look, got the soft top down, and Crafters TV on.
Christine, living her best life.
I love that.
Soft top down. I think
Yeah.
it's peeing down over here.
I know, yeah, you want the soft top down today. And this is from Alicia Gordon, who says, picture of my 50-inch TV in my craft room. I call it the Craft Factory. I am loving the positive vibes, you say. Nice big TV with the layout collection on. Look at that.
Yes.
Boom.
Oh, I'd love a big 50-inch TV in my craft room.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Living the dream, that.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for the Telfie. So we will pick one Telfie at the end of the show to receive Sara's craft along. Goodie bag bought, says Wendy Graham. Excellent news. Tina B says, hey, from Gastonia, North Carolina. I'm sitting in the nail salon getting my nails done. I have Ben and Sara in my ear and watching on the phone. Nothing could be finer. Thank you, Tina B. And Kate Myers says, hiya, I'm busily making some bows. I've got the Lovebirds pad from the NEC last week. That was incredible, wasn't it, the NEC? We're going to do some flower forming. Crafty Clinic is coming up, so get your questions in now. The demo you're going to see with Sara is incredible. So we've popped together a little flower forming kit for you. Everything you're going to get here for £16 or $24 if you're a Platinum member. I feel like it's ages since we've done flower forming on Crafters TV.
I love flower form. We haven't done any in ages.
So you've got your 2 different colours of greens in your 7-piece collection just here. We're then also giving you, and this is brilliant, the flower forming foam from the Christmas Rose collection. So you've got more green there, 5 sheets of the green, but then you're also going to get 7 sheets of white,
That's
which
what
means...
you've got to colour tint any colour you want.
And that's what we want, isn't it? That's what we want. If you're making flowers, of course, you are going to need to have some dies to be able to do that. So we popped into this collection the beautiful clover dies, so you can use those to create your flowers. 3 dies in there. You're also going to need stamens. Well, we can help you there. We're giving you 400 white stamens, and then we're also going to give you 400 more stamens in those beautiful metallics. That is 800 stamens And then we're also going to give you what is actually called the petal distress tool set. I call it the finger toboggan, which allows you, pop that on your finger, and then you use this board. It's got little, it's like a sort of variegated, isn't it? And you can pop your foam down onto there just to distress those petals to give it a real lifelike feel. All of that for £16 or 24 bucks. I would say that is a nice starter kit for anyone who hasn't tried flower forming before. And let's see how you do it with Sara, who's got a fantastic demo to show us.
Brilliant. So what you can do as well, Ben, is you can pinch me a little pack of stamens out of one of those and also a sheet of white. So I'm going to start with one of the coloured sheets I've got from my stash, because you've all got loads of stash of flower forming foam.
Yep.
And then I'll show you, in case you haven't got it and you're going for the kit today, we thought the one with the whiting was the most useful. Right. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to show you for anybody who's got the foam but perhaps hasn't got any of the... oh, maybe you don't have any, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Dies.
Oh, something so simple.
Something so simple.
Dies.
Right, so watch what I'm doing. I'm just going to cut these. I'm going to cut some free-form petals, right? So I'm just going to go around.
Whites and stamens.
Thank you. Oh, it's such a good help, isn't it?
I know.
And then I'm just going to cut around the top like it would be a little bit petally. Come down the bottom. And then just trim these off, right? So I've got a nice little set of 8 petals.
Yes.
Same here, so don't think you have to do it just with all the dies. You want to do bigger flowers, you can just do them, just cutting them by eye, and then coming around like this, and down the bottom with your petals.
Yeah.
Right, so I've got plenty, and you need 8 petals for a, let's go, I'm going to go a little bit more rounded on the edges like that, right? Oh. Nice. Right, so not waste not, want not. Okay, now let me show you how you do a middle first. Now you can either do this with the white, or you can do this with a little bit of yellow, right? So you don't need a very big piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over. Now, I'll tell you what would be useful right now, except I don't have them. You know them scissors that cut 5 at once?
They cut what, sorry?
That cut 5 at once.
Oh, the frilly scissors, the fringe scissors. Do you want me to get you some?
Oh, go on then.
I'm going to ask Tracy.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can get some of them, and I'll do them. I'll do the next one with this. So I'm just going to cut them all. Because, look, I accidentally trimmed this one when I didn't want to. Whereas if you just cut this, it's going to be absolutely perfect. All right? So we're just cutting down so that we've got that centerpiece. Oh, let's get this all sorted. So it's going to give us like a nice little bit in the middle, right? All right, so there we go. And then doesn't matter whether you cut them. I can hear him. Can you always hear him shouting Tracy? Oh, Tracy is a legend. There we go. I'll cut my other one just to show you. Do you know what I think I'll do? I'll stick it before I cut it, right? So I'm going to go straight down here. So, tip right down the bottom of here. Fold that over. Right. Watch how much easier this is now. Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yes.
yes.
You need these in your life, don't you? This was
do.
so much better.
We love that.
So much more. Look at that. Yes. Yes. Who wants it done by hand when we can do it like this? Right. Love that. Right. So watch this now. Let's have a look. I might just trim one extra one in there. Yes. Right. So a little bit of glue along here.
Uh-huh.
Right, not too much, only need a little bit. I don't want to burn my fingers. So I'm going to go with this on here, and I'm just going to start rolling a little bit around here so that we.
What are you rolling that on? Is that just a bit of?
Just a bit of wire.
Oh, wire.
Yeah, just a little bit of craft wire here. All right, so now again, just coming down here. So this is if you're wanting to do like big flowers.
Yes.
I like a bit of a big flower.
Big flower.
Big flowers, right? So we're going to come around here like this. All right. Now this didn't have to be flower form and form this because we're not actually heating it or doing anything different with it.
Yeah.
We're just using it to create like the stem and centerpiece. But what I will do is I will do you another flower where we'll use the stamens as the centerpiece.
Okay.
As opposed to making our own stamens. You've got some in the kit, right? But there is a lovely kind of centerpiece.
That is really cute.
Right. So there's that. Now we've got our petals. Now I want you to get your iron. Here we go. Right, and I'm going to show you. So we'll do it. It's not switched on. Oh. I was like, that doesn't feel very warm. Right, there we go. Iron plugged in. Right, the trick with the iron is you put your iron on and you put it to max. Now there's no light on, is that right? Yeah, it's coming.
Okay.
Getting hot. Right, we're all good, right? So nice and hot, and then when it gets up to temperature, we're going to heat each petal individually. Go on, you talk, because I need about 20 seconds.
I remember the teacup Sara did with the flour back in COVID. It was amazing, says Stacey Lou. Was that the falling one?
I feel like we should do that again. I feel like I should do. I love that so much.
I always like wowed at that, but never saw you do, because I feel a lot of people kind of copied that as well. And I was always like wowing at just how that was actually done.
It was. You need a teacup, and basically we bend the spoon and we glue them together so that it looks like the flowers are pouring out of the teacup.
Maybe one for the future. And Astrid has just said, could you show the goodie bag again? I'm sorry, joining late. Astrid, we will definitely show the goodie bag for you in just a little while. No problem at all. More questions for the craft clinic as well, please. We have 4 so far, I believe. We need more than 4.
Okay, so before it comes, let me just show you. So I'm going to put these so that we've got them on the overhead as well, right?
Yeah.
So that you can see what regular petals look like.
Yeah.
And then you will see what they look like when I give them the flower forming treatment, okay?
Okay.
So all you do is you're heating them at one edge, right? We're going to ruffle the edge, get it a little bit distressed,
yeah,
right? And then smooth it back out, right? Look at the difference. That looks like an actual petal.
Yes,
this is pretty boring, all right? So this is why I said wait until I've got my flower forming out and then chit chat, because now everybody just needs to watch me making the petals, and you can tell me what everybody's saying.
So is this when you would use your petal distress tool set as well, potentially?
Yes. So what I was going to do is I was going to do one set just with using none of the extras, so that if people have just got some flower form and foam at home, they know what to do.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do one set using the so I can show you the difference using the foam that we have in the kit and the petal distress tool, so that you can see the difference in the stamens.
And I'll ask this question because I know this has come up before. So obviously this is our flower forming foam, not to be confused with funky foam, right? You couldn't use funky foam, could you?
No. Flower forming foam is what you have to use for it to be for it to have this shaping and whatnot. All right.
Just whilst we're watching you as well, let me make someone's day and announce the winner for this hour, who has won a £10 voucher to spend with us here, or $10 voucher at Crafters Companion. Thank you for your comment, and this is all you have to do to win. In this hour, it is Pam Reitzel. Well done, Pam.
Well done, Pam.
Sending through a little comment, you've won yourself a £10 or $10 voucher. It is CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. If you message us there, we will give you all the details, send you your voucher, and you can spend that 10 on us. Congratulations. And we'll be picking another winner in the next hour. Where, as I say, still to come, we've got the craft clinic, and we've also got the demo of the week. I believe it's Craig versus Lily versus Sara.
Oh, it's fighting talk like.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen.
Do you indeed?
Everyone's going to vote for you, aren't they?
Well,
you're on the show.
But my demo was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but it was pretty
say,
awesome.
Yeah.
It was the one. Is that the one you used the gilding flakes on?
Yes.
On the embossing folder.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty awesome.
You liked that, didn't you?
I did like that a lot.
Right. There's my petals. Let's put my iron back down here and get them all stuck on. Right. So we've got this. Where's my? Here we go. So all I'm going to do is take a little bit. All right, little bit of glue around there. You only need tiny amounts.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take my first petal and stick it on there like this. All right. Oh, they are long petals. It's going to be a big, nice big flower.
LDD is just a standard iron that we are using here, so nothing too fancy.
Nothing. This one was actually a cheapo, $8.99 from the Argos one day around the corner.
There you go. I mean, if you have got a craft iron, you could use that. I mean, in the...
Do you know what? You can, however, they don't seem to get as hot as like a standard iron. So I would actually say, if you can, I would literally use your standard iron from home.
And in the very unlikely event that you don't have an iron, could you just for that, 1% that's out there, could you use your heat tool or not really?
I mean, you can use anything you want to heat it, but the iron gives the best results.
Okay.
And look what I'm doing. I'm just
very clever, this.
Positioning all of my... So this is like a nice big flower. And it's just nice to do because... Oh, go on, I need to stick you back on. Oh, man, I've pulled my thing right out. There we go, back in. In you go.
And glue-wise, always the hot glue gun, is it?
Always the hot glue gun, yes. Well, look, it's easier because it's quicker.
Yeah.
If you look, I have not got the patience to be waiting around. So you can see there, I mean, look how good that's starting to look now. Yeah, and I'm just going to go in the gaps now with some of the other petals down here.
Jay Pressy's just bought the goodie bag. She says, I've just found the goodie bag and it's checked out. What a great deal that goodie bag is. You will have to search for that goodie bag. It's not on the shop today. We've got Gremlins again, blooming Gremlins. So if you just shop for the Make It Saturday goodie bag, that will come up and you'll be able to grab it. And for Astrid, who was asking, we will certainly go through that again for you. So no problem at all. Great value for money. Look at this.
Lovely. I think it needs a couple of extra petals. I put it, oh, don't burn my fingers, Sarah, right? Let's get another couple of petals up here. I'll do another 3 or 4 because we want this to look epic, don't we?
And obviously, you know, we've got the white flower forming foam in the Christmas Rose collection. So if people are buying this collection, you've got the white. What inks or pens can we use with that to colour that?
I'm going to do that next.
Oh,
and actually, if you open me that little die, I've die cut with
if I
that
what?
little die as well. So I'll show you the difference in the size flower that we'll be making from one to the other, as well as how to colour them. That'd be the one. That'd be the one, Benjamin. That looks wonderful.
I feel bad. I'm opening up all of Tracy's product in this show. She's going to tell me off at the end. I'll just say that you told me though.
I know, but yeah, well, I didn't plan to demo with this, you see. So I didn't go and get all these demos out from the sample, the props from the sample room beforehand. It's just an impromptu. Just a bit of a Brucey bonus extra.
And this, by the way, isn't the craft clinic. In case you guys are wondering, we're doing the craft clinic in a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is just like a Brucey bonus demo, isn't it? Like you said.
Yeah, I just wanted to. Well, it's what I'd done for my Mother's Day, and I just thought, you know what, they're lovely. I'm going to show people how to do them.
Yeah.
Because I think people really enjoy that, and there's a little bit different to what I've done before, right? So, yes, stop it. Right, looking good.
Stop it.
Right, so you can come around there, and you can come onto there like that, and then I'll put another one down here like this.
Is everybody sorted for Mother's Day on here in the UK? Let us know in the comments. Have you made cards at home? Have you?
Of course, because it's not Mother's Day in the US.
No, I think Mother's Day in the US is like is that the middle of May?
The US
I think
one's
it is.
in May. Yeah. Because quite often I'm in the US on US Mother's Day.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, it falls around the same sort of time as the HSN show.
Ah. Do you know if there's any plans for you for Mother's Day? You get taken out?
Well, I did. I won't get taken out.
No?
Just to be honest, just breakfast in bed would be lovely.
Ah.
So I did run through it with the kids, although it was Simon's birthday a couple of weeks ago and I wasn't here.
Oh, yes.
I was it was last Saturday, I was at the NEC.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I'd briefed our Oliver on the night. And I'd said, really what I was doing was I was telling him what I wanted for my birthday, Mother's Day.
Right.
But doing it as though I was talking about Simon. So I was like, you know, it's Daddy's birthday next Saturday. I'm not there, so you've got to really look after him. So, you know, make him a cup of coffee. And I just know, as he finished on the phone to us, he went, oh, Mummy, I just need to talk to you in the other room. And he took us in the other room and he went, will you want tea or coffee? I said, coffee, son. And he said, well, I don't know how to use the machine. I said, just the instant one and 1 big sugar, be fine. And then I spoke to Sam the next day and he says, oh, now Oliver came in at 7:30 with a cup of coffee for us. I mean, whether or not you drink it, I don't know, but it's not the point. He was just so
It's
thrilled
the
that he
effort,
made
isn't it?
one.
That's
So,
super cute.
look at that. Do you know what? I'm going to put one last petal on there. I am thrilled with how that's turned out. It's nice and big. And it's just a little bit, even to the ones I've made in the thing, it's just a little bit bigger. I've just gone big with it.
Yeah.
And I just think it's an absolutely glorious flower, right? Now, what you do to finish it off with your green, right, is cut yourself a square, and I think I'm going to go a little bit bigger, right? And watch this. So you go, fold it into a square like this, right? Then once we've got it like that, you're going to cut a point and then cut a point so that it opens up like that, okay?
Yep.
And then literally, we're going to poke this in. Are we even going to see this? No, it's not big enough. I'll put one little one, then I'll put a bigger one on, right? So let's go bigger. Bit too big there, Sarah. Right, so in half, fold it in half again, and then cut them into a point.
Yep.
And what you can do is you can use that iron and just heat those edges. Notice I only heated 2 at a time there.
Yeah.
Don't get stuff hot if you haven't got time to mould it. Because if you don't mould it while it's hot, it's not, there's no point doing it.
No.
Right?
And you're literally just dabbing it on the iron for like 2 or 3 seconds, aren't you?
2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep, takes no doing at all. A couple of seconds. You feel the consistency of the foam completely change.
Yeah.
And that goes into there like that, right? And I'm just going to come on, little dab of glue into that one, little dab of glue all around here. And I'm just going to pop that down.
That is immense, isn't it? That's brilliant.
Yeah, but it was really simple, wasn't it? And then how gorgeous is that lovely big flower? And it's just a little bit different, so that's how you... Oh, look.
Oh,
Isn't that lovely?
that's incredible.
Yeah, it's just a nice big and slightly different foam flower to what we've done before.
And you can basically copy all of that with the kit that we've got. You'll obviously just need to get your hands on some forestry wire, but easy to pick up. But we give you all of the foam in the kit, your Christmas rose, and don't forget the brilliant thing about that is that you've got the white, which you get your 7 sheets of, which you can ink up to create whatever colour you want. You've got 5 sheets of green in there too, and then you've got 2 other shades of your green inside this pack here, which is your foliage green. So you're getting 19 sheets in total. Full bag of your white stamens again, which if you want to colour you can. You take your alcohol markers to those, and then you've also got your metallics in there as well. So 400, 800 you're going to get in total. And you've got your petal distressing tool as well. So that is all included in that bundle. Sensational deal, that 16 quid or $24 if you are a platinum member, and a great in for you. If you are, straight into the world of flower forming, all you need is your heat, which you can use your iron for. Give it a go, give it a try. Must just say as well, if you are trying to get that goodie bag, which we will look at again in just a few moments' time, you need to search for it. Make it Saturday Goodie Bag. That is there on the website. And whilst you are there, you will also be able to see our weekend mix-up as well. 5, 10, and 20 deals for you. So do have a look. What a cool demo, says Kathleen White. Brenda says, I haven't made foam flowers in a while, so I need to get back to that. So beautiful on cards. Hannah says, I had my Mother's Day cards completed 2 weeks ago and made some cardboard jugs filled with paper flowers. And Lakieta says, making flowers is so relaxing. Jeanette, that flower is stunning. Right, we are going to head over, I believe, to the Crafty Clinic. Very good. I'm really enjoying the music, to be honest with you. So we said in the Craft Clinic today that we'd be very happy to answer questions on anything, basically.
Well, what I thought I'd do, Ben,
Yeah.
is I'd answer them ones you've had about flower form and foam with more demonstrations. And then if you've had any that aren't about flower form and foam, we can sit down, because we're supposed to sit down in the clinic.
We are supposed to sit down.
But it's no good, you saying people wanting to know what type of ink to use to colour the foam, and people were knowing how to use the stamens and the dyes and whatnot. So I might as well do that showing you, and then sit down and do the rest of the Craft Clinic sitting down.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got about 5 questions about flower forming foam, so we could do this first, and that'll give other people the opportunity to then get their random questions in.
Brilliant. So the one that you were asking about, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, you start talking, I'll start cutting some petals. So these are the clovers that are in the kit, right?
Yes.
And you start asking me the questions, but I've got me ink ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what is there a specific plate combination for cutting the flower forming foam, says Little Bear? I guess you're going to show this now.
Okay, so I'm doing it in the the mini, which therefore I'm just using the folder that comes in with it. If you are doing this in your what's the word? Gemini, your big Gemini. It's the same sandwich combination as what you would use for regular dies.
And I noticed then you folded over the foam. So how many pieces can we cut in one pass?
So I've just folded mine over 4 times.
Right.
So I find it cuts 4 really comfortably. But I've known some people push it even more than 4 if you wanted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I think 4's a really nice cut number.
Jeanette McPate wants to know the best glue for flower forming foam.
Okay, so I always use my hot glue gun because I want to be able to get an instant stick.
Right. So hot glue is the way forward.
and this is a brilliant tip, by the way. This is what I always do is I do a little bit of cutting in my mini, and then I go and squeeze these back in. Look at that, so that I can cut a few at once. And I'm literally wasting the least amount of foam possible and getting that lovely cut as we go on.
Do you tend to just sort of cut as you go, or do you sometimes have an evening where you'll cut out loads of the shapes to like store away?
Just cut as I need.
Yeah.
Just cut as I need, right? So here we go, and I'm going to use a little bit of ink to colour tint the edges.
Okay, and so let's talk about this then as you do it. A few people, including Jeanette, asking, what is the best ink to use, or what inks can we use to colour the white foam?
Okay, so, I mean, you can pretty much use anything.
Right.
But the best one that I use are your water reactives.
Okay.
Right, so I find the water reactives are just lovely to do. Right.
And pen-wise as well, we can colour...
You can draw on them with your water-based.
Right.
Sorry, with your alcohol inks.
Yeah.
So, again, that's a good way to do it. If you want to draw some little, whatchamacallits, you know what, like the vines that you have on it, they work a treat. What I will say with the ink, look what I'm doing, I'm just applying it, put it on the front and the back.
Ah, yes.
Don't just put it on one side. Well, you can if you want, but it doesn't look as good. Right, so take the time and ink the top and the bottom.
And I guess, is the foam... I don't know if malleable is the right word, but could you add a couple of colours and blend the colours on the foam as well if you wanted?
Would you like me to do that for you?
Well, if it is doable, why not? Let's see it.
Is that just a Ben question as well?
That was just a follow-up Ben question, yeah.
Oh, hey, look at him, he's so crafty as our Ben.
Oh, I know.
So crafty, it's unreal.
I know.
Right, here we go. So, let's do this. So I'm going to bring this in. I've also got a bit of crushed velvet, right? So, I'm going to go crushed velvet on this one. And then I'll just put a bit of crushed velvet and mix it up with a little, look at that, see, just blended one into the other because it's just water reactive.
Ah,
yes. Yes, it's just like a bit of a multi-tonal.
Multi-tonal.
Multi-tonal, I'm just going on the left-hand side with the crushed velvet. I haven't even changed my little sponge applicator. I haven't even changed sides of my sponge applicator. I'm literally just going from one into the other.
I know you've already touched on this, but people always sort of jumping in and tuning in at different times. So Deborah's asking about flower-forming foam and funky foam. So what's the difference between those two for Deborah?
Okay, so funky foam is literally just a foam. It's just if you want texture on your cards in the way of foam, right? Flower-forming foam is made to be heated and to change its properties under the terms of the heat.
Right.
So it's a really special type of foam, and it's more expensive than regular foam because it's got all those special properties. So if you're just wanting to cut something out in foam, don't use a flower-forming foam because then you're just wasting it. You know what I mean? You don't need to use the expensiveness of the flower-forming foam.
That's it.
I know you're looking at it thinking, well, I've got it cheap today because it's in that starter kit bundle.
What you have got to do, I mean, it should be £42, $67 for all of that, so you get the idea of how much it does cost. Can you add other things to this as well? So, question from Trudy saying, could you potentially apply like your gilding waxes to the foam?
Well, yeah. I would probably put them on after the... should we do that at the end of the demo?
Yeah.
I would put them on after we've done the heating up and whatnot.
Would it also, I'm thinking about other things now as well, the other things you're doing, would it take things like your sprays and like glitter pastes and that, or not really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You know, it's just, it's foam. Basically, if you think about things like our glitter sprays, glitter sprays and also glitter paste, they're made of that special ink which is going to go onto all different surfaces, isn't it? Not special ink, special glue. So absolutely you could use them on all different types of surfaces. So it's going to go onto foam, no problem.
Brilliant questions coming through now. Thank you for yours, Denise, which is outside of foam, which we can chat about in a minute. So talking about things that you can put on it, Sarah says, is there a way to add gilding flakes to flower-forming foam?
Should we try that?
Oh, I love this.
Yeah?
Let's just try stuff.
Yeah, well, we can try that.
Yeah.
It might work, it might not. We can give it a go. Yeah.
Question about heating. So Marnie's asking, how long do you leave the foam against the iron for? Is it literally just for a few seconds?
2 or 3 seconds. If you overheat it, I mean...
How can you tell as well? Do you feel it, or can you physically see it going?
I feel it. I just give it a couple of seconds, and all you're doing is warming it up so that it's warm, and then it changes the properties. Now, bear in mind, when it cools back down, it will then set in the new shape it's been formed into.
Yeah.
So you can always... I mean, it'll never go back flat. But if you do it and you don't like it, just reheat it and do it again.
Yeah.
Just the problem is every time you heat it, it loses some of its structural integrity.
Right.
So it's less and less useful. It also gets a bit smaller every time you heat it. Only a tiny little bit though, it's not like a funky foam type thing.
Okay.
Are we ready to start heating a few of these?
You can. I've still got more questions, but we can
That's
heat.
okay.
We can
heat and go. Right. So what I can do is I'm also going to get my finger ruffler.
The petal distress tool.
Yes, my petal distress tool. Here it is. So this is the petal distress tool, right? So watch what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to take this, hold it on the iron just a couple of seconds, then fold all 3 petals together.
Yeah.
Crunch them up, and just go over it, right? So look how much more intensified that petal is because we've heated it.
Yes.
So the colour in the petal is much stronger. Yeah, and they look, I mean, look at the difference. That one looks like an actual petal.
Yeah, exactly right.
That one looks like a bit of foam cut out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you want. So this is all about, if you want authentic looking petals, that's why you would use the flower foam and foam.
Yes.
Because if you just use regular foam, it would only ever look like a little bit of foam cut out, right? Now you can actually do, well, you should really do them one at a time.
And I know we keep new people joining all the time, so you can't use funky foam to do this, but if you just wanted to cut the shape of a flower out of funky foam, Rodella, you could obviously do that, but you couldn't do this with your funky foam, is the point.
No, this is flower forming foam only, right? This is the special quality.
Yeah.
Look at that, I've overheated that one petal, you see.
Okay.
And look how much small, actually there's a good learning. Heated a lot.
Yeah.
Look how it's gone smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Not heated at all, heated a medium amount, right? So I can just heat that a tiny little bit. But the problem is, the longer I'm leaving it, this is now cooled, so I've got less time to form this into its, I mean, I can still get, because also the friction of this is heat.
Yeah.
You know, the friction causes heat. Oh, there's a multicoloured.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Look at that. And so the reason the colour is intensifying is because as the foam heats and shrinks, the molecules are closer together. So that's why it's going to come out a little bit lighter. So watch this. I'm going to hold this against the middle of the iron so that all 3 get heated at the same sort of time together. There we go.
We have so many people watching the show. I've just looked on Facebook again and seen the amount of people who are tuning in, learning so much, says Beverly Chester. Thank you for all the techniques that you are sharing. Question from Genesis DeBose. Hello, Genesis. She says, still quite new here. I was wondering, I mean, these are such great questions. Would the pearl powders work on the flower foam or liquid watercolour?
Yes to all of the above.
Right.
Get some of that foam, get it on, get it tried.
Yeah.
Honestly, you'll be amazed. If you've not tried flower foam and foam before, you are absolutely going to love it. We're waiting for a delivery of the multicoloured foam packs. That's why we always hold more of the white because it's the standard, and it's hard to dye the green to really look green. So we always do the white and the green pack, and we hold more of that. But yeah, we're getting more of the colours back in, but I don't know when it'll be. Got to wait for the slow boat to come in from China.
I've just heard as well, Radical Rachel's coming up with all the numbers. So we had a record-breaking number of people earlier on Facebook for your craft along. I've just heard a record-breaking number for Make It Saturdays on YouTube today as well, Sara. So there you go, the most ever viewers for Make It Saturday on YouTube.
Lovely. But do you know what, guys? Every Saturday is fun.
Yeah.
So you should tune in. The good thing about a Saturday is it's the weekend.
Yeah.
So everybody's a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a little bit like anything goes. So hence I was like, oh, is it all right? I've done my Mother's Day project. I think I want to show everybody how I did them lovely big flowers. And everybody's like, yeah, do whatever you want on a Saturday.
Yeah. Do you want?
Yeah. As opposed to the other days when we,
No, you must do a demo in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Debbie says, is there a time limit between heating and then the forming, i.e. if it gets too cold? And
yes, do it straight away.
Right.
If you notice, what people do wrong a lot, right, is they'll go, oh, that's heated, right, yep, next one, yep, that's heated. And then the problem is, by the time they come to this one, I can already feel that's starting to cool.
But could you then reheat it, is the second part of her question?
You can, but remember, every time you're reheating it, it's getting smaller.
Right.
Right? And not only that, but it's losing structural integrity.
Right.
Right? So the best thing to do is to do one set of petals at a time. When I say a set of petals, one die cut.
Yeah.
Right? So if you've got some of our other flowers, some of them you'll not, like that's just cold now. So that's near the use in an ornament, right? So we're just going to reheat that a little bit. but it's just not as good. Like, look at that. It's just a bit, yeah. Right? So, whereas if I just give it a couple of seconds and then straight in, do my business. Oh, I forgot to do the underneath of this one.
Marnie's actually just thanked you for overheating one. She says, thank you for overheating that one, lol. I think that might be my problem, that I am overheating them a bit, so...
Yeah, you've got to just see it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just good to be able to see and learn.
Kim T says, I'm loving this show. I've not tuned in on a Saturday for a while, but I am enjoying this so much. Kim, we've only been back for 3 weeks on a Saturday, so tell everybody else. Tell your friends about us. We are here live Monday through Saturday now, and then Sunday, it is Second Chance Sunday, so 5 o'clock UK time tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, a recap of the 10 best deals. It's like a chart countdown. Remember the chart show from back in the day? We count down the top 10 best sellers and give you another opportunity to pick them up. And we also replay some of the best demos from the week as well. So that's always a nice show to kind of jump in on if you've missed any of the launches. This week, actually, I can tell you we've got launches on there and also some of the best deals from Cartload as well. So we brought those back into that show.
Are you ready? I'm going to start and do the next bit just so you know.
Okay.
Before you got right. So once you've got them all heated, all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my iron out the way. Then you need to get them all poked. Right. So get yourself a pokey tool.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the little ones. All right. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to get my little ones ready first of all. So there, I've only got 3 little ones because I threw one away, right? So you're going to go into the middle, pick up the next one, pick up the next one, right? So can you see they're starting to form a little petal? Then we'll go with a medium size. That's a medium, medium, medium. Are they all bigs? Yep. So then I'm going to come into the, let's go pink, lilac. Mm-hmm. Oh. Pink. Oh, I love a good flower forming foam, right?
So good.
And then into the bigger ones. And let's just alternate colours. So we can go lilac, pink.
Did Sara mention the colour of the ink pad, says Ash?
Fuchsia and crushed violet.
Thank you. And this always comes up, but it's a good question. LDD, temperature on the iron, is it as hot as it can go?
Hot as you can get it.
Yeah,
hot
obviously turn the steam off though.
Right. Right, so once you've got that ready,
yeah,
I want you to get some of your little stamens, right? And then I always like to get 3 or 4 of them, right? So just a few little stamens, there we go.
Yeah.
Get them, right? And then we're just going to fold them over top of the wire like this, right? And just twizzle that wire around. So what you're doing is, folding those stems, so you've kind of got like a bit of a pokey tool there on the wire, right?
Good question from Beverly as well. I mean, obviously we've just seen you sort of skewer multiple petals here. Is there a certain amount of petals to use per flower? So how do you judge that, Sara, I suppose is Beverly's question.
Anything less than 6 looks wrong.
Right.
I like to do 3 small, 3 medium, 3 large, 3, 6, 9. The more you do, I've got about 10, 11 on there. It looks really good, right? I've got them all poked through. Now, don't be frightened to open it out because you're not going to damage it, right? So, because it'll go back to its shape. So can you see? And you might be better, I don't know whether they're better on the close-up, they're probably on the close-up, right? So I'm going to ever so carefully bring this out so that I've got that as my, whatchamacallit? Yeah, I'm going to push this right through. Where are you? Where are you? There it is, yep. And then I've thread this through. Yeah. Thread that through like that. Once we get to there, then you're just going to come on with your little bit of, what's the word?
Hot glue.
Hot glue, thank you. Yeah.
Welcome.
And you're just going to put your hot glue on there. Yeah, actually, if you wanted, I could always just do this on here with this bit that we had left over from the greens. You're going to come in on there. You're going to thread on there.
Yeah.
Please thread on. Yes, you are. Right, and I'll just push you down on there. There. So we've got like a little bit on there.
This is brilliant.
Oh. Isn't that canny?
That is canny. That's a good word to describe it.
It's just, and just look how different that is. That's the little mini one to the big one that we did. Yeah? All done with the flower form and form.
It's such a brilliant craft to get into. And what, Sara, that price for that kit is you're into having a go at this, isn't it?
It's your in to get going and give it a chance.
Yeah.
Because you've got one of the dyes, you've got some of the stamens, you've got some of the foam, you've got that finger ruffler tool to give it all a go.
What gauge wire are you using for the stamen, says Vicky? I'm not even sure I understand the question.
I used just what was wrapping the stamens up because it's all I had. But I would say I usually normally use like an 18-22 type gauge.
Okay. Sensational Sky says, now I know what to do with the petal distressing tool, which is always good. Again, if you're just picking up ideas and learning, this is absolutely brilliant. Loving the show, says Kim T. I'm just quickly going back through the comments that have come through here. I do know there were a couple of non-flower forming ones. Jill B, sorry, I don't know if you can help with this. She says, I keep trying to make a memory book, but I can never quite get the pages the same size. I've even made them oversized and trimmed them after. Is there anything you can suggest to Jill?
So have you tried our memory maker kit that we
okay.
do? So the craft club that we do is a memory maker one, because that has the page template. All I can think you're doing is, it's not that you're making them the wrong size, it's when you position them in the little book.
Right.
They're all coming together in a slightly different way. I would just say, if you die cut your pages, you know those pages are exactly the right size. And then don't stress, if you've die cut them, don't stress about whether they're lining up as each, because if you put them into your spine, just trust that they will look right at the end, even if they're not exactly lined up as you're positioning them.
I tell a lie, there was another flower forming question. Stephanie says, does the foam disintegrate if exposed to water? I was just wondering if they could be left outside.
No, you could put them outside. It does not disintegrate in water at all.
Excellent news. Rachel wants to know where you got your top from.
Me and Em.
And Denise says, Sara, what is the difference between the classic pens, the illustrators and the tri-blend, as I thought these were all alcohol markers?
They are all alcohol markers. The difference is the nib. Okay?
Right.
So your classic markers have a chisel nib and a bullet. Your tri-blend only have one nib because it's 3 colours with one nib, so they have the bullet nib. And your illustrators have the ultra-fine nib and that very, very expensive brush nib that's like the... well, it's the one that's the equivalent of the very, very high-end artist pet stretch pens. But they've all got exactly the same ink inside. All the differences is the nib.
And one more question, just before we're going to do some tell fees, and then the clinic will be closed for the day because we've rattled through all these. Stephanie says, I'm working on Lily's Craft Along with the new carved wood embossing folders. Brilliant. Sara, is it better to use the larger plates with the 5x7 folder, or the 9x6 will give the same results?
The plates?
Yeah. I think she's talking about like running it through the machine. Does it not really matter?
It doesn't make any difference at all.
Okay, excellent stuff. Right, tell fees and then we'll have a break. Thank you for all your questions today. The Crafty Clinic is now closed. Join us next week for more Crafty Conundrums. So, the tell fees that have come through. Denise says, I had to watch on the laptop as the husband is watching the Grand Prix. Oh,
rude.
He's watching it on the big TV. It's lovely to see Sara crafting on the fly and teaching Ben. And Denise, it is lovely to see your smiley face. Just a shame that you have been resigned and relegated to the laptop. But there you are, lovely smiley face. Thank you, Denise. That is marvellous. Next up, let's see who we've got here. By the way, you smashed the record for tell fees in a show. Sara, Janice has done your bow.
Let's have a look.
Boom.
No offence, that is way better than mine or yours.
Yeah, well, it's way better than mine.
It's definitely better
She's
than
even
mine
cut
as
little
well.
like fantails into the bow
Little fantails on the
ends.
bottom. I love it. That looks amazing. Janice, amazing.
Go to the top of the class, Janice. That is absolutely fabbo. Hilary says, I've just made this using a craft kit. I'm quite pleased with her. Oh, is that look at the little bunny there in front of the TV. So you've got a tell fee with a little bunny made.
I'd be quite pleased with that as well.
Is that going to be for Holly Collie or are you keeping that for yourself? Let us know. This one. Hi, Ben and Sara. Doyle needed a bit of help, but here is his tell fee. This is from Jane in Frome in Somerset. So this is little Doyle. Look at little Doyle the cat.
Oh, I love them.
You'd be surprised to know how popular we are in the world of pets. We've had a lot of cats and dogs.
Yes. What often watch our shows, I hear.
Yeah. Lynn says, I finished the colouring, but I'm still watching. So Lynn's had a go at the craft along. Look at Lynn's colouring here, Sara. Absolutely brilliant, that.
Oh, Lynn's colouring's I'm also very impressed with the masking of the stamps there. You've got that bit, and I'm looking in the right little bit. I know the little bit where you could go wrong.
Right.
I can see you've nailed it.
Lynn, nailed it. Then this is Trish Lestelle. I've finished my craft along with Sara and Ben. Thanks for a great time. Trish, well, you have absolutely smashed it. And I have you here. Have you put glossy highlights on the glasses here? Look at this, Sara. Trish Lestelle. How cool is that?
Oh, Trish, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the glossy highlights on the glasses as well. She's also nailed that. I'm loving that everybody's learnt that technique.
It's so good.
Yep.
I think, yeah, we're up to speed with all those. Guys, thank you so much. This has been such an interactive show. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We're glad that you've enjoyed it as well. And remember, still to come, we will pick one of the Telfies to win Sara's make from earlier. And we have still got another £10, $10 winner for a voucher before the end of the show. So we'll be picking you. All you got to do is comment, say hello, ask a question, let us know what you're loving about this show. When we come back, of course, too, we will be getting ever closer for your vote on the demo of the week. All that to come here on Make It Saturday. Don't forget, though, in the meantime, to get to the checkout. Oh, and I promised as well, because somebody asked to have another look through the goodie bag. We will do that when we come back. If you are looking for the Make It Saturday goodie bag, by the way, you will need to type it into the search bar on the website because it's not on the Shop the Day or Shop the Show. Everything else should be there for you. So, yeah, get to the checkout. Come back and join us. We'll see you in just a few moments here on Make It Saturday.
I've got the latest in the series of my ever-famous kitchen roll crafts now. Watch this one, you'll love this one. What you're going to do is get a watercolour pen, and I'm just going to mix a few of the different colours on. These are brilliant, these ones, for getting all sorts of different colours on. A bit of orange in there. Then I'm just going to spritz it. Now, you could just leave it out in the rain, but it's actually a sunny day for a change. Right, so you want all of that to mush together. And then if you want all the colours to really mush together, like this. That is fabulous. And then you're just going to lay them out to dry. So while that's drying, here's a few that I did last night. Now you only need 3 for one of these flowers. And then we're going to fold it into half and then quarters, and then half again and quarters again. And then you're just going to cut the rounded piece around that edge like that. And you should end up with 4 like this. Right, then a little cup, and all you're doing is folding them over the edge of the cup like this. I'm just going to overlap them a little bit. Then just pop a little bit of glue around the outside to hold them in place and the next layer to them. And then you're just going to try and fill in the gaps with these petals like that. Trust the process. I know you're looking at it now thinking, what's she done? But trust me, it'll look epic in a minute. And then once you've got them all in place, watch this. How amazing is that? You would never think it was kitchen roll. And then look at this, little tea light in the middle. My last summer kids craft, and how about having a bit play with the air drying clay? Now this is brilliant to do with the kids because you can make it into anything. You don't need to bake it, you can just leave it overnight to air dry. So I had to go putting some fake flowers in, some buttons in, and then all I did was literally cut everything into the shapes that I wanted. So a nice little circular shape, cut them into little tag shapes. And then once they've cut into shape, all you need to do is leave them to dry overnight. Then once they dry, you can paint them, you can do anything you want. Now I like our paint markers because they're easy to work straight from the marker, or you can splodge it out onto a little bit of plastic and then do all of your own painting. Have a bit play with our metallic markers, all sorts. And then this is how I made it into a magnet. Just stuck it onto a little bit of a magnet sheet with the hot glue gun. Doesn't it look great? Or they also make really cute little gift tags. Just nice, easy things that the kids can make. Now, you know I love a bit of gilding, and you can literally gild anything that you can get this adhesive to adhere to. So I've just got some old candles, and remember it's a special glue that you need for the gilding flakes. I'm just going to take a little bit out and then paint up. And what you'll find is it's not going to stick in a big bulk, it's going to spread out like this on the candle. And then you can see it starting to split there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and put another layer on so that we can get plenty of gilding flakes to stick to it. Now, it only takes 3 or 4 minutes to dry, But you can see there we've got this lovely pattern, and the gilding flakes will stick to that beautifully well. And then you just want to remove all that excess off with the kitchen roll. I mean, you'd pay a fortune for them in the shops. Now, it's fine to burn, but obviously don't leave it unattended. The gilding flakes will just burn down into the wax as it melts.
You've had all the inspiration today, haven't you? So much inspiration. And what's been lovely about this show is that you've seen things potentially that you wouldn't normally see on Crafters TV. So that's what we're all about. S. Rogers has just messaged to say, Sara, I've just discovered you on YouTube and I am loving your channel.
Oh, with my 6-minute entrepreneur videos as well, giving people business advice.
Vicky says, this has been the best, most helpful show I have seen in ages. Thank you. Mary Stewart says, I've absolutely loved watching this afternoon. Ben and Sara make a good team. Thank you.
We do. Let us come back again, Ben.
Yeah, we've been tag teaming for a few years now, really, us two, haven't we, eh?
How many?
Well, nearly 5 years here, but I did my first show with you another place probably 7 years ago. We hit it off. I still remember that first show. We just hit it off, didn't we?
Straight away.
Match made in heaven, straight away.
I remember when I was texting you to try and poach you to come work for us.
Yeah.
I was laid in the bath texting you one night.
Do you know what? Can I just tell you? I don't know if I ever told this story before. So I was laid in bed at that point whilst you were in the bath. So what had happened, and this is like, do they call it serendipity?
Serendipity, yes it is.
So at the time, I was working as a freelance presenter, doing like lots of different kind of shopping TV, and a lot of my work was drying up due to one thing and another. But I was working full time as a radio presenter, and all of the local radio presenters has just been made redundant because we were bought out by a bigger company. They were networking all the shows. So I was literally in bed thinking, my gosh, like what am I going to do? Like my work's drying up. I've lost my radio job. My freelance work is drying up. What can I do? And I'm flicking through Facebook, and all of a sudden it was a Facebook message, not a text. A Facebook message pops up from Sara saying, oh, I'm doing this thing called Crafters TV and we're looking for another presenter. Do you want to come up? And it was I couldn't believe it. It was at that point where I was like, this is meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 5 years later, here we are. Anyway, always makes me smile, that little story. Well, goodie bag. A few of you have been asking. We joined a little bit late, Ben. Please can we have a look at what is inside this Make It Saturday goodie bag? Because there's a lot of people talking about it, Sara. A lot of people buying it, but a lot of people don't know what's in it.
Yes, pretty epic. Okay, so what we've always said is on a Saturday we will do a goodie bag of epic proportion.
Yeah.
We will only do it on a Saturday, and it will never be made available in the other shows. Basically, to hoodwink you to watch us on a Saturday, right? So you've got to come and tune in every Saturday, right? Now, the whole premise of this, right, is these are the kits that we do. So those of you that know us, we have our crafting arm, but then we also have an art arm to the business. So Spectrum Noir took on a whole life of its own, and we started licensing and making art kits for some of the biggest companies around the world. And you'll have seen, because you'll have seen us with the stuff on here, that's because we do such awesome art product, right?
Yeah.
So we do these Fan Out Like a Pro kits, which are our colouring kits that have our Illustrator pens in, our Classique pens, the fine liners, some beautiful artwork. And these kits are £35 or $45, right? You will notice the price on the kit today is £35 or $45. It's like you buy this, everything else I'm about to show you is coming for free, okay? So you are going to get our fabulous Lovebirds paper pad, right? £14.99 paper pad. You get that included, right? You then get the Centura Pearl Darks kit. Now I'm just going to show you, because I had this on earlier, we were crafting with it, right? This is the one that has the jet black in. It has the Crafters purple. It's got that beautiful chocolate brown in. It's got the blue in, and it's also got our lovely silver. Now I will tell you, they are not in production at the moment. We get these from an amazing mill here in the UK, and they are having a little bit of difficulty at the moment.
Right.
So that factory is not producing at the moment. So we are not able to order any more Centura Pearl. So this is literally It's very, very special that we've got Centura Pearl in this bag is all I'm going to say, right? Then we've got loads of extra pieces. So we've got my absolute favourite butterfly stamp set that we have ever done, right? You've got one of the most beautiful edgeables. It's one of the edgeables that makes a whole card from your edgeable. It's called Into the Woods. We've got one of Sheena's watercolour fusion stamps.
Stunning.
Now you could use that masking technique that we learned on the craft along today. I know it's a little bit random having a Halloween treat box in there, but I'm just promising you because Emma wanted to do really, really awesome value. So I was like, well, you can't just give away all our premium stuff. So that's some of our Halloween stuff, right? You've got a little set of number dies in there for personalisation. Also got your hashtag in that one as well, which is really useful. Little new baby die set. You've got some envelope stickers in there, one of our dotty tape pens, and also the Crafter's Purple Tri-Blend. That is everything in that bag. Bear in mind, everything is free if you factor in buying that Fan Art Like a Pro kit. Everything else is free.
It's such a deal. Love all the great tips today, says Cynthia. Just a quick question, sorry, because I know we are rapidly heading towards the end of the show. Jenny loved the gilding flakes on the candle video that we just saw.
Yes.
She says, could you use glitter paste in the same way?
Yes, you could. And also, didn't we say that we would put gilding flakes onto one of the flowers?
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Just whilst we do that then, hello. Laurie says, love that story, Ben. Yes, and Evelyn says, I'm so glad you came to Crafters TV, Ben. Thank you. So am I, guys. So am I. Quick deal from me, one of our Saturday Sizzlers, the Flower Fairies. I mean, this is ridiculous. Details coming up on your screen here. For £8 or $8, you are going to receive this set, which is incredible in the fact that in the die set and the stamp set alone here, you're going to receive over, I think, what is it, 26 items you're getting. And what's so lovely about this is you can stamp out and create your own Flower Fairy, and then you get all of the dies to be able to cut out the fairy herself, the wings, the dress. And what's so lovely is you can create a Flower Fairy, or indeed if you just wanted to create a little girl, a ballerina, you can do all of that by just using the different elements and building up. If you've enjoyed working with the Ladies Through the Ages collection, it's that kind of thing that you can create with this set. Now, for £8 or $8 to receive that 26-piece set, that is incredible. But we're not done, because you're then going to receive one of these quilling dies. So this is the rose quilling die set, just an incredible way for you to be able to make beautiful florals very, very simply indeed. You've got this die here, which you can simply cut with the paper that you're going to receive, and it allows you to, if you've got a quilling tool, it's really, really super easy, but you can use a pokey tool, basically to roll this up to create stunning florals really simply, really easily. It's a brilliant system that was invented to be able to do that, and then you're going to get 2 other dies to go with that as well to create your foliage. That's included, and then, as I've just said, you're going to get 30 sheets of your papers, and these are, of course, specifically to go with the beautiful florals. They've got that ombre effect to allow you to get a real stunning look to your flowers, and you've got all of your different colours in there, plus all of your greens in there too for the foliage elements. So a 30-sheet paper pad, plus a 3-piece quilling die set, and a 26-piece Flower Fairy stamp and die. That is just a ridiculous deal. Should be £40, nearly $48. It's £8 or $8. Snap that up because it will disappear. Sara is going to quickly show us how to, did you say gilding flakes?
Well, I've done it both.
Oh,
so on this little one that I've done, I've just had my glue pen, and can you see I've just added some little bits of glue to all of these, right? Now, here's the thing. You must wait for the glue to not be blue anymore, right? So we need it to go clear. So while that's drying, let's go and try the gilding paste, the glitter paste, right? I don't know, I've never done this before.
Oh, well.
Oh, someone's left the top off this.
Oh, no.
It's all right, I'm going to be, oh, here's some snow angel. Right. Can't believe it. Right. Do you know what happens though when you're under the studio lights as well?
No.
So you've got to just be really careful, right?
Are you joking me?
No, so
you need to send an email on Monday.
I will be sending an email Monday. Do you know what though? This was a little bit, it can be reversed, but it just shows you, do you know guys, look after them. Right, just look after them.
Someone's left the tops off the glitter paste, Tracy, and they've dried up. Tracy's thinking. Oh, no, it's not you. I'm not saying it's you.
Look, I'm still...
Oh, no, I'd never say it was you, Tracy. It's probably Craig or someone, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's just, they've got to be really aware, even when we're doing like this, do you know, and I've got it off while we're in the studio, right? But look at that, I'm still getting it, even though it's gone a little bit dried up in the tin, look, I'm still getting this onto some of the petals so that you can see how that's going to be looking. Oh, it's still looking good, isn't it?
It's quite nicely, doesn't it?
A little bit of, and this is the Christmas rose one, so it's a nice big chunky glitter paste.
Yeah.
Right, so there is the glitter paste on the petals. Let's have a look, I've missed a petal out here. Oh, I've just loved being able to do all these demos today.
It's been lovely to have you in demo mode as well.
Well, I'm back on Monday as well, you know.
Oh, I know you are.
Yeah, so it's me and thee Monday.
It is, got a new launch, haven't we?
We have indeed. It's a big day Monday. Got to be here, you've got to be there or be square. Right? So there you go. So there it is with a little bit of glitter on the petals there, right? And then the one that we put the this onto, I wonder if this will just... Oh, right.
Okay.
And then let's just rub it on the edges of the petals, because I don't want... I'm basically trying to save Tracy having to clean up after us. Right. Oh, stop it. This is so good. This is so good, Ben. Right, can you see?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Come on.
I'm just doing a little bit, and I'm literally just doing it over the pot so that we don't have to clear anything up afterwards.
Yeah.
And all I've done is put tiny little bits on, and it just gives it that little... Oh, yes.
Brilliant.
That is looking lovely. Right, so just some little bits.
Well, you can't say that we haven't shown you everything that you wanted to see today, and we've just finished off with that brilliant demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm there for it. I'm living for it. Make it Saturdays is where it's at, isn't it?
Absolutely. Few comments coming through. If it's blue, it won't do, says Sheza Maynard.
Correct.
If it's clear, I can't remember the rest. If it's clear, it will adhere.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yep. There we go. I'm so thankful for the show today, says Jessica. I am going to work on bows this afternoon. Anything that you do decide to do from this show, please make sure that you tag us in them so that we can see in the I'm a Crafter's Companion group. I'm going to say a massive thank you to Sara. Sara's been in today and she's super, super busy. She's going to get a flight now, aren't you?
I am running to get
Very
a flight
important.
and I'm cutting it a little bit fine, but I didn't want to miss my whole show with you guys, so I still got all my demos done.
Thank you, Sara, so much. We'll see Sara for a big special show on Monday.
Yes, you will.
And we've also got a launch as well. You basically just need to be here on Monday because a fantastic launch show and a fantastic wrap-up show of our National Craft Month as well. So that is all coming up on Monday. And before we finish here today, we've got the small matter of our vote for Demo of the Week. I do need to come back on a Saturday at some point, just literally to listen to the music again, because I've really enjoyed... Or can we incorporate that music into like the weekday shows? Can we have this... Liam, what? Liam doesn't like the music. Don't change the music. Who loves the music on Make It Saturday? Let us know in the comments. Where do you want me to show these, Sam? Just so that people can see. I'll show you the cards first of all, so you can get your votes in, and then I'll talk you all around them, so that then you'll have time to vote whilst I'm sort of chatting. But how this works is I'm going to show you 3 cards, 3 of our favourite makes in the week. Then you have the opportunity to say which one you like the best, and then we will watch the demo on it back. It's as simple as that. So before we go through them all, so this is going to be number 1. All right, so if you like the look of that one, you will vote number 1 in the socials, funnily enough. Then we have number 2. If you like that one the best, vote for that and we can show you the demo. I'm specifically not saying who did which one in case you weren't watching, so there can't be like any favouritism. You see, method in my madness. And then this one here is number 3. So 1, 2 or 3, vote now, and I'll just talk those around to you. And then also, I will be telling you who has won our second voucher, and also telling you who is our Telfie winner. So this first one, I believe, Nicola, this was back to Monday. It was with the template library. It was, I'm sure it was on Monday, when we had a ridiculous day with the template library. it was, well, you're voting now, so it doesn't matter. I'll tell you. So this was Lily. And how brilliant, this is such a great example of what you can do with a template library, making a stepper card like this from a template, don't forget. No machines involved with the template library. That is on the Shop the Day, I believe, if you want to pick it up. And then, of course, she did her mats and layers, again, from the template library, because you get the template to be able to make the card, and then you get your mats and layers in there as well. And then this die, I want to say, is from one of the Sheena collections. Is it not? Is it one of ours? Is it the Creator Card dies, wasn't it, I think? Can't remember off the top of our head, but listen, that is if you vote for that one, you'll be able to see, and you'll find out in the replay of the demo. But that is number one that we absolutely loved. Then the second project, now this was going back to Tuesday. If you remember Tuesday, it was a brilliant day because we had our friends from Walkaturin, Penny and Emma, and then we had the launch of the brand new 3D textured embossing folders at 5 o'clock. So it was a little bit weird because it's normally a launch party, but this was in the launch show with Sara, and she absolutely, and I think you guys did as well, loved the carved wood detailing on this. And also in that particular demo, she showed you how to achieve these cool little sort of glints of gold, if you like, and that was done with gilding flakes. So that again was a very, very popular show. Loads of you grabbed that, and I know individually the carved wood proved to be one of the most popular embossing folders. So that is the second of the demos that you could vote for, Sara. And then the third and final project was this one here, which was back to Wednesday with Craig. And this was with the new Sheena embossing folders. So we brought you two. There was the set with the tree, wasn't there? I want to say the learning tree, but it wasn't called that at all. It was called the Tree of Life. And then you've got these two, Balance and Tranquility, with these two gorgeous fish. Basically, what the idea behind this was is that you have a beautiful 3D embossing folder. Craig obviously created the background here with his inks and then embossed it. You get a beautiful 3D emboss, and then you get the dies, in this case the two fish dies, that you can then cut, place into the embossing folder, and then achieve the emboss on the actual die cut. So it was kind of multi-layered, if you like, really, the demo on that, and the techniques that you could achieve with these sets is brilliant. And it's the same with the tree. You've got the die, which you can use on its own. You've got the die, which you can then place into the embossing folder to emboss, to get a beautiful embossed die cut. Or if you just want to use the embossing folder on its own, then you've got the opportunity to do that. Get your votes in, 1, 2 or 3, and we'll replay the favourite demo in just a few moments. Shazza, yes, read your comment. If it's blue, it won't do. And Tristan Stell says, I just love watching Sara with her creativity in full bloom. I will need to re-watch this later to create her masterpieces. I have two winners' names, and I'm going to keep you in suspense because I'm just that kind of guy. I've got a winner's name for our second voucher in this hour, and I've also got the name of the winner of Sara's project in our Telfie competition, and I will announce that the other side of the demo of the week. And I can tell you that the demo of the week is... Is she still here or is she gone? Number 2, it's Sara's demo from Tuesday with those beautiful embossing folders. So we are going to look at this right now. So get ready to take notes, showing you how to make this amazing card back to Tuesday for the demo of the week.
You know I love the carved wood. Now, this might just look like a swirl embossing folder. It's not, it is actually carved wood. So look at this sample that I saw that one of our beautifully talented designers did, and I thought, right, I love that. I want to do this sort of carving, but, you'll not be surprised, I want to do it in purple. Because life is better in purple, isn't it, right? So this is what I took inspiration from, and I'm going to do exactly this card, because this is why we do these cards, so that you can replicate them, right? So I'm going to do exactly this card, but in purple. So I'm going to take that embossing folder first, and what I'm going to do, I've just cut a piece. Now this is regular stamping card, and I'm going to emboss it first, and then we can add all of the detail on. Now, a little bit of a tip for you. If you want to be cheeky, now you could just go and emboss through your Gemini MIDI. And the beauty with these is You emboss it, you don't need any other shims.
Right.
However, if you want it like, ooh, ultra deep, add yourself a couple of sheets of cardstock.
Right.
2 sheets of cardstock, probably going to be too much here. So I'm just going to add 1, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to crack the paper.
No.
I don't want it to be so deep it cracks, but I want it to be deeper that I get this lovely deep embossing folder, right? So 1 little shim in there. Yeah, that feels about right, not too much. 1 nice little shim. And then should we have a little look at how it's looking? Oh, that's what I was after.
Beautiful.
That is just what I was after, right? Now, watch what happens when we start and add. Let me just get a little sponge applicator. Little sponge applicator. And I'm just going to start and add a bit of crushed velvet. So I'm going to do all of this with 1 shade. Now, I want to show you some really brilliant inking techniques, okay? So, if I tap this down, starting at the edge, what you're going to do is, we're going to start and just do a rubbing over emboss like this, where we're just going to add it from the side, right? And I'm going to, if you notice, I'm turning my cardstock,
Yes.
not the sponge, right? So I'm turning the cardstock all the time, picking up more and more ink as we go, so that I get that lovely deep emboss around the edges. So I'm starting to feel it's starting to run out a little bit more. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more onto here, tap off the excess, and then we're going to do the same again. So we're just building up, and I'm being ever so gentle in the sides because I don't want to split the card.
Is it best to use the square blending tool, or can we...
You can use either the square or the round, but I am using a blending tool as opposed to a brush.
Right.
So once I've got the outside and we've got the basing done, you're going to start and build up with some bigger swirls from the edges, right? So it's deep around the outside and less in the middle. So I'm just turning, building all of this up. I'm starting to feel that's going again a little bit more, so I'm going to ink up a bit more, take off the excess, and then just building up, starting around the outside, and bigger swirls, so that we've got that colour on, right? Now, once you've got the colour on, you can start and just go over it a little bit more where you want to deepen it, and I'm just pressing a tiny little bit harder, and I'm continuing that circular motion and building this up, right? So you can see now I've just got a little bit more going on there. Take it off a little bit more, take your time with it, starting again from the edge and building up into bigger circles. So instead of just going, bang in the middle, always start off the edge and build up those bigger and bigger circles, right? I am really happy with that look that I'm getting. And then if you want to go even more, look, I can start even deeper around the edges. This is how you get the depth. And this, just to be clear, guys, because I didn't explain at the start, is a water-reactive ink pad.
Yes.
So when you want to do these techniques, it's your water-reactive ink pad you want.
We've got a bundle of those on the show as well, Sara, actually.
Oh, lovely.
What colour are you using there?
I'm using a bit of crushed velvet. It's one of my favourites. This is the most Crafters Companion.
We've got it in the bundle as well.
Oh,
like we
you would think I'd planned it, right? Just call me Uber Professional.
Uber
right?
Professional.
So, here we go. You've got this.
I'm not quite sure that sponge is meant for that, but
no, it's not.
Never
but it's
mind.
Doing the trick.
Yeah.
There you go. So I needed something a little bit more coarse than the brush, is what I've learned from that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God, looks.
And obviously you're using
good.
gilding flakes here, but gilding wax again could be an option. That always looks great, doesn't it?
I'll be doing other demos with gilding wax. I've got lots to show you. We'll be using all of the different projects, Ben, as we build our way through on the journey.
On that journey to the final crescendo.
Yes, we are. Right.
Trudy says, what pen was Sara using? It was one of the ballpoint glue pens that we've got. They come in a pack of 5, I think. Yeah, 5.
I'm going to pick all these up because I don't want to waste any of these gilding flakes. That's the beauty of these. Look, they all go into there.
Yeah.
So you don't waste any. Everything goes back in, right? Once we're in, right? When I say we don't waste any, you do when you're live on TV and you want to rush it, right?
Could do the desk vacuum there. That's probably still on
could have done
sale
with a
from
desk
yesterday.
vacuum. Oh,
Monday mega deal.
Look at that. I think you need to look at it on the close to really appreciate it.
Oh,
yes.
hello.
Stop it, Sara. How good does that look?
Yeah.
How ridiculously good does that look?
That's
right?
awesome.
Yeah, and you see what I mean? Less is more. Just put
Yeah.
little bits of it on. Less is more, right? And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to mat and layer that. So when you're doing your matting and layering, I would recommend using your all-purpose glue because it'll get into the nooks and crannies, right? And what you don't want to do is you don't want to be putting your tape pen on and then flattening your embossing because you've stuck it down, right? I've got a little bit there of just gold mirror card so that it really gives it an edging just to show it off. Yes, thank you very much. You are looking brilliant. Even if I do say so myself. Do you know what, I love a bit of pearl card. You know I'm a bit pearl card obsessed. Bit of pearl card, bit of gold, and notice I haven't done any of the, I haven't gutted any of the cardstock because I want this card to feel really expensive and very well loved. So I'm going to just manoeuvre you into position. And then you and you down here. That is all coming together nicely. And then I've just gone with a nice simple topper.
It's a really nice design that as well, isn't it? Because you can either go portrait or landscape with it.
Exactly. Multi-directional.
Yeah.
Multi-directional is what we're talking about. Let me just get a little bit of 3D glue gel to apply this on. And how professional does that look? And yes, I haven't taken the time to show you all these bits of die cuts cut now, but you don't need it. No. You just wanted to know how to do that lovely background with those lovely pieces of fabulous, fabulous, fabulous gilding on there.
A worthy winner there, I think. Absolutely brilliant. We love that so much. What a show this has been. Have you enjoyed it at home? I think you have. We are going to be announcing the winners then of our vouchers. Well, a voucher and a card. Our second voucher winner. Thank you for all your comments, by the way, in this show. Most ever viewers on a Saturday show and loads of comments. Maggie Herman. Well done to you, Maggie. Thank you for your comment on Facebook. You've just won yourself a £10 or $10 voucher. You need to message us so we can get that to you. CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. And as promised, we picked a winner to receive Sara's card for the Telfies, and the winner that has been chosen is Victoria Canalba. We basically picked you because dedication for watching Crafty TV whilst getting tattooed. So that was brilliant. Thank you for your Telfie. I don't know if you're still there, but whichever way, message us, CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we will get Sara's card sent out to you. Thank you so much, everybody, for making us feel so welcome again. It's been a brilliant show. Massive thank you to all the team. Thank you to Sam. Thank you to Nicola. Thank you to Tracy. Thank you to Sara, of course, as well. And most of all, thank you to you guys. Make sure you join us tomorrow, Second Chance Sunday, 5 o'clock here in the UK, so you can pick up on any deals that you've missed. And I'll be back with you live on Monday with the Fish and Sara. We've got the launch of the tea and coffee collection, and Sara's going to be back for a brilliant wrap-up show of National Craft Month. So all of that on Monday. Until then, have a brilliant rest of your weekend. And from all of us, bye for now.